basically just a group of people that have similar taste in like hobbies or music or clothes, and yeah.
A clique is a bunch of people who are the exact same. Everyone's name is Lauren. Everybody's got pin straight hair.
My definition of a clique is like a group of people you usually hang out with all the time.
It's pretty much like a group of friends that hang out with each other a lot, constantly.
I don't know, I just kind of like a group of students that kind of falls under, or a group of people who falls under a stereotypical label. Pretty much think John Hughes movies like The Breakfast Club and, you know, all those stereotypes.
A clique to me is a group of kids in high school who have something in common that they all identify with together.
A clique to me is a group of people who associate themselves with each other because of their skills or their hobbies. And they associate themselves with each other because of how similar they are.
A clique is like a group of people which hang out over like a thing they do.
I guess like different groups in high school pretty much to me that all hung out together.
A clique to me is a group of friends, or maybe not friends, that have their own tight circle.
Every school has cliques. Whether a school is dominated by cliques or you can hardly notice any, cliques can create social boundaries that segregate students based on race, age, gender, and social status. Recent research from Stanford states that students self-segregate because they feel the need to sort themselves into groups for a sense of control, security, and support from others. Cliques are a method of social organization designed for the purpose of making students feel more accepted. But how do they form in the first place, and why are people so eager to sort themselves? To investigate these questions, we interviewed students and teachers at Lake Travis High School.
What do you think causes the need for people to separate themselves into cliques?
I think it's people are more self-conscious when they're not around people who aren't like them.
Maybe it was like the need to want to be in a group, possibly. Maybe to, I guess, maybe it was like the need to like belong to a certain group of friends, maybe.
I don't think it's so much separation as it is grouping together with people who have, interests common to yours, who are in the same kind of activities and extracurriculars as you. I feel like it's more coming together with people like you than separating yourself from others. I think that's just a side product.
I think people separate themselves into cliques because they like to feel kind of validated by everybody else in their group, and if they're all doing the same sorts of things, it's a form of validation.
Because they like the feeling of belonging somewhere. They like the feeling of knowing that someone has their back, or maybe someone doesn't have their back, but it may feel like they do. So overall, just having a sense of belonging.
Why are people reluctant to accept others into their group?
Well, I don't know. And we're actually kind of talking about this in my class a little bit. I mean, we're tribal. Like gravitates towards like, and it's safer if you feel like you have a place to fit. And I don't think that all groups are exclusive like that. I think that there are some groups that kind of are more open than others in terms of accepting people. It kind of depends on this kind of the group safety aspect of it.
Usually because people, they like to like hang out with people that they can talk about stuff with, like I'd rather hang out with someone who's in theater because I can talk to them about stuff that's in theater than like some kid who's in like sports because I don't know anything about sports.
I think it's because of the fear of being left out, because like if you have someone new come into your clique and then all your other friends like them a lot and they kind of like push you out, that's kind of like, it hurts a lot. So I think that's why.
To be honest, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because we're comfortable around the people that we're comfortable around, and we don't like to be uncomfortable by accepting new people.
There's a balance, and if you just let anybody in, then there's this sense of urgency, and that suddenly it's not like your group anymore because someone else has suddenly joined in, and that throws off the balance. That can also throw off the power dynamic, and people like to feel in charge.
Certain groups are more reluctant than others. I know there are some groups that are willing to accept like everybody, but I think part of it is just keeping your size small or just staying with people that you've been with for a while. Keeps things simpler, and sometimes having somebody else join in your group can mess with that balance, so to say.
How do you think cliques form in the first place?
I think it starts really early. So childhood friends just do everything together. They wear matching clothes, like when you're little, and they're like, let's plan our outfits, and then it just kind of carries on.
Because people like to socialize, and to socialize, they have to find people that they can talk to.
You start talking to someone, and you figure out, wow, they have similar interests as me, and it's just, you become friends, and then you become closer friends, and then you find someone else who's like you, and then, yeah.
Oh, pretty much the need for belonging. Everybody wants to belong and feel like they have a place where they fit.
Why are people so eager to form friend groups if they are part of one? And if they are, why do they want to keep the group at a specific size?
Because life would suck if you didn't have friends. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be able